So did you guys hear about the legend of the invisible hamburger? Supposedly it has something to do with Madame Marcus' practice run. Mythical. Alright, welcome back everyone to the science-y bit of my Let's Play. Let's start off by seeing Nigeria in panic and Canada in panic. This is not Canadian tradition. Not tradition at all, in fact. Panic means that they are very likely to leave the council at the end of the month. But negativities aside, Alien Materials is finished in its research, and we can see up here, xenobiology has a priority mark. That means that we have to do it in order to progress the story, as vague as it is in the XCOM. So we're putting that on. And let's forward into time. Here's a little cutscene introducing our first constructed workshop. Workshop increases the amount of engineers you have, making new stuff possible for construction, and also gives you some rebates on things that you construct, being both facilities and foundry research and such. Here we have a power generator, does what its name implies, it gives us power. And let's see, xenobiology is done and it rewards us with a cutscene.
You're telling me that we should risk the lives of our troops so we can take one of these things alive?
Yes. Without a live specimen, I'm afraid we've reached the pinnacle of what my team is able to accomplish.
And how do you suggest we do this, Doctor?
The autopsy I've just completed confirms that the alien's physiology is quite similar to our own. A highly concentrated electrical current delivered at close range should cause
Close range? And what happens if it doesn't work? Do you really think this is worth the risk?
I do. We do not know our enemy. How can we hope to stop something that we do not understand? If we can capture one of these creatures alive, we may be able to communicate with it.
And interrogate it. Find out what they want. Where they're operating from.
Yes. That possibility outweighs all risks, in my opinion. I can construct a safe enough facility to house our captive, but I do not know how we could possibly communicate with it.
Not to worry. I will see to that.
All right. I'll speak to the commander.
Again, Bradford, I'm right here, but just walk away. Okay, so now we have the main objectives of the game. We need to capture an alien and interrogate it, meaning we need an alien containment to house the alien, an arc thrower to capture the alien, but we're South America, so we're just gonna get our instant autopsy.
We've made a number of interesting discoveries based on the autopsy results of the alien specimen you brought back. The research team is now referring to this particular variation as a sectoid, based on the unusual structure of its internal organs, which we believe to be the product of genetic manipulation. As we've seen in the field, this species also seems to harbor some sort of telepathic ability.
Thank you, Valen, that is very interesting. And now we can buy one of those one-use upgrades for our fighters to use in battle. But let's see, that arc thrower is priority, and it's only a couple of days, but we don't have anywhere to house it, since we don't have a alien containment facility, meaning it's pretty much useless to do that like right away, because it's just gonna sit there until everything's prepared anyway. Here's a little cutscene for the genetic lab, the new facility for XCOM Enemy Within. So let's... I'm just gonna reposition myself here.
Seems the complexities of
go.
our latest research
Let's check
projects
this
are
out.
overwhelming the current
What
staff.
can we do
I hope
here?
you'll consider seeking out additional scientists to bolster the team.
Alright,
This
who's first
facility
in?
will
Let's
be the nerve
just...
center of our genetic modification program.
Let's see.
Our soldiers will receive entirely new capabilities, making them more effective on the battlefields than ever before. As we improve our understanding of alien genetics, the range of available modifications will expand.
Okay, just listening to Valen there. The more aliens we...
The genetics lab is
Okay.
now prepped and fully staffed. We can begin genetic modification of our soldiers on your order.
Okay, Valen, thanks for interrupting me 1,000 times with your interesting facts. So we can improve their aim and such, and their regenerative abilities right now. But we're nearing the end of the month, and one day before the council report, I freeze and we go to the situation room. This is the last chance we have to launch satellites to the countries in panic in order to remove them from the panic list. But we only have one satellite, so either Canada or Nigeria is leaving XCOM. Nigeria gives us $100 per month, but it's in Africa, and we want the Africa bonus. The North America bonus is not too good anyway, so let's safeguard Africa in hope for the all-in bonus in the future.
Satellite uplink facilities at maximum capacity.
That's right.
Additional uplink required.
This is where my weaknesses show. I'm not good at managing the country's panics. But here we get our monthly evaluation, and as is Canadian tradition, this time Canada has left the XCOM project, meaning that we can never get the North America continent bonus. We cannot get the money from Canada. But, you know, you can't win them all. I'm playing on classic difficulty and, you know, haven't been playing this game for a fair while, so you can't expect perfection from me. And boy, oh boy, will you see a lot of imperfections the coming part. It's gonna be glorious. But let's see. We got our monthly salary. So you know what? Let's jump into genetically modifying our soldiers here. This adaptive bone marrow does look nice. They can reduce wounds during combat, but they can't like regenerate armor, only health, but that's, you know, that's freaking great. So let's give both the Maid brothers the genetic treatment here. It's gonna take 3 days, so they can't partake in missions during those 3 days. Now we have some extra money, might as well build the access lift so we can start excavating the second floor, or the second basement floor of the base here, so we can reach that steam in the future. Then we only have 6 credits left. That's not really good for anything, so let's go forward in time. The weapon fragments are done. Scope increases aim. You can have that as an item. And let's check it out. It's between experimental warfare and the arc thrower, but I'm going for the arc thrower just in case I somehow get money to build the facility. So let's see. Gene modifications complete. Oh, cutscene.
We are on the threshold of a new kind of warfare. Our soldiers were already humanity's best warriors. Now, as we learn from our fallen enemies, we can make their strengths our own.
XCOM, X-Men, it's all the same. Oh yeah, the world's greatest warriors just got a whole lot greater. So Matty made, that was him in the cutscene, and here's Dennis made.
Will allow our soldiers to regenerate combat wounds while on the battlefield.
Yes, we already understood that from the description, Valen, but that was Dennis going through his, successfully going through his modification. Here we got satellites, just a couple of days too late, you know, could have saved Canada, but whatever. So they're in a post-apocalyptic fallout state now, I guess. Would be sweet to be there, collect bottle caps and whatnot, but that's not what XCOM does. We kill aliens, not super mutants. We can see the entire North America is in trouble, so that's gonna be tough to handle. Don't really have anything to sell for extra scrap change, so might as well move on in time. Let's see what the future holds. That's the access lift being completed. So now we can dig more, and then the missions begin. Leeds in UK, Mumbai, India, and Port Said, Egypt. Seems like Egypt has a nice reward. It's $200. That's not too bad. So, and since we want the all-in bonus from Africa, we're gonna go for that. And we're sending Stockholmtiger, Millian, Anders, and Seth Viking, because only the best will suffice. Let's just give the medkit to Millian here. Let's send these merry soldiers to Egypt. I think it was Egypt, I already forgot, because I'm Excellent, Commander. Excellent, excellent. Fantastic. Fantastic new drop zone animations there. Alright, so right off the bat we see a building. There's some sort of alleyway, but the best cover seems to be forward towards the building here. So I'm sending Millian ahead here to check around the corner, and right off the bat we have Thin Man. God, I hate Thin Man. But no one hates Thin Man more than Stockholmtiger does. Because he got executed by one. It was very dramatic. Okay, so one went to the back of the building, but this guy here has a very good opportunity to flank our entire team. So somehow we need to remove this Thin Man. And Anders takes the shot. And he does such a great job at it, and now he's stuck out in the street. So let's see if lobbing a grenade at the car will cause it to explode and damage the Thin Man. Apparently not, but the damage from the grenade itself was, well, underwhelming really. That's what killed Björn, by the way. A grenade failing to kill a Thin Man, because I thought it may, I thought a Thin Man only had 3 health, but they have 4. But we need to get rid of that Thin Man, or he will definitely kill at least one of us the next turn. Or that's the prime risk, so we're getting rid of him no matter what the cost. So yeah, it's a waste of grenades. It's not my proudest moment, but at least he's taken out. And then the car explodes. That's better late than never. The Thin Man there is hiding in the shadows, so we're gonna take his retreat as an opportunity to move into the building and towards the alley here, going into Overwatch every step on the way, just in case something pops up. And the real tactic should be to wait out the Thin Man before moving on, but we have meld to collect, so the Thin Man, of course being extremely impatient, moves up behind us, yes, correct, and he's hiding behind some sort of LED TV that is malfunctioning seriously. But alright, as usual, the Thin Men are at our flank and we need to take him out. Patrik, again, at least showing mercy to the televisions. But after a while of, checking my strategies, at least Björn hit it, because he has extra aim against Thin Men because he hates them. Burning Hatred is the buff's name. It's actually not a thing, I'm sorry. So it has 1 health left, needs to be taken out, and Millian gets the job done. So now we're just gonna have to prepare to move out this alley.
On Overwatch.
And after a while of overwatching and reloading, we can see, yes, the meld canister is just outside. But we have to take it this turn, and the person closest to it is outside the range, so that's just not gonna happen.
Heading to that location.
But after mustering up the courage to at least move outside,
Roger that.
well,
On Overwatch.
I don't even know anymore. It's very depressing to see the canisters and not being able to grab them. But can't get everything.
Let's do this.
So let's just move on here. And after reloading and all that,
Positive enemy contacts.
yes, floaters. Patrik Anders Nemesis. So let's see. We don't really have a hit on any of these, so after taking some better cover for Seth, Anders takes vengeance on the alien race that once blew his face straight off. But with some lucky shots, we managed to not only kill the floater, but also destroy the door. Hooray for vandalism.
Solid copy, Commander.
Alright, so combat's over. It's time to move on.
Roger.
During the next step, Millian discovers the next squad of floaters. They're like clockwork, these guys. They give you like 1 round to relax and then it's back into action. But it doesn't seem like we can do anything proper against these aliens. So moving into some sort of ambush position is preferred.
it.
So we're just moving these guys into better cover and into Overwatch. I want to see these floaters bleed. I want to see them die in front of my eyes, and I want to strangle their babies.
Roger.
That's
Got my eyes on.
pretty much summarizes the thoughts of Patrik Anders.
On it.
He's a little edgy when it comes to floaters, you know.
Come get some.
He has seen the worst side of them. And floaters are very aggressive, so they just fly right into our Overwatch. And there's not much left of that one.
Negative ammo.
But there were two, so this one just decides to meld with the wall and just watch us. Now Seth is out of ammo. Anders is outside range. So might have to, you know, since we've already been doing drastic measures since the beginning of this level, we might as well open fire with everyone except Seth, who is holding our insurance. Insurance, as I explained in my practice run, is when you have one guaranteed way to kill it, you can pretty much do stupid things like having all your soldiers shoot with low percentages for the hell of it, and if they all fail, then the insurance will take care of the alien. But let's see the entire squad take pot shots at this floater here. There's really bad percentages, so you know, I'm not expecting miracles here. Björn did in fact hit the wall. That's good enough for some. Not good enough to kill that floater. Patrik takes a shot, and you know, he hits. Good enough, you know. Applause, but only 1 damage. Millian doing exactly what I expected of her. So we're gonna this results in us taking our insurance, which is the way we spell overkill here. Getting a missile to the face. Because Vikings don't hold back. Vikings destroy everything. They even destroyed that Paris once, you know. So now we're moving into the street. We have no engaged enemies, meaning that we can end our turn in the middle of the street in Overwatch, because if Seth's destruction lingers on, if they discover us in their turn, they're not gonna take a shot. They're just gonna see us, get scared, and move into cover. So let's just position our squad by the cover here,
Position confirmed.
because we're pretty sure the aliens are in this store.
Got it covered.
From the ripple clues we've gotten. So let's just take a last turn in Overwatch here. You see the ripples show that they are either inside or just outside this building here. But after some cowardism, we've opened the door, spotted nothing, and kept on overwatching. Because whatever's around here, we're gonna lure him out. And this is how I play XCOM, the waiting game. And you see, it usually pays off. Sooner or later, when you're close enough, they're gonna make a move. And it's two thin men. Thin men, that would be some kind of robots, but no, these are thin men. Not thin women, thin men. But we don't really have any great shots here, so we're moving Maxi into the room because we wanted to come into the room where we have like perfect shots at them. Either that or moving them into Patrik Anderson's sniper vision. Yeah, he has that. That's what snipers have. Totally. So let's just play the Overwatch game.
Covering now.
And this is why I edit my videos a lot, but because this is how I play the game. Sitting on my ass and Overwatch until the enemy does something stupid, really.
What's making that noise?
What's making that noise? Maximilian asks. Probably thin men. But they move just in range to take pot shots at Patrik Anders. Yeah, don't worry, it's just plasma burns. But after the next turn we can see they are in range for Patrik. But it's only 55%, but I decided to take the shot anyway. Might as well have Overwatched there, because that sniper did leave a massive burn mark in that wall.
Overwatch.
You know, can't expect perfection from everyone, right? But the thin man, as scheduled, moves forward. This time, taking another shot at Patrik Anders. I don't think they know that we have an entire squad of mega soldiers just waiting around there, like Seth Viking. Hungering for more destruction, he blows out another wall of this respectable bookstore. Now we have at least both the thin men in our view here. And the other one decides if we can't hit him with guns, hit him with poison. So with Patrik Anders choking on his own vomit, Seth decides to take matters in his own hands, rushing blindly towards the enemies and filling them with the lead of murder. Alright, we only have one thin man left. 2 soldiers. Take the shot, Björn. And Björn, filled with hatred for thin men, gets so angered that he can't aim straight. Or at least properly to kill something, so Millian has to finish the job. Alright, not the best operation. Lots of nice misses here and no meld canisters awarded. Operation Lazy Chant is completed, but not efficiently so. So disappointed, all the soldiers load up the thin men corpses and the floater wrecks and moves on home. Well, at least you survived. That's really a good thing. But at least, you know, you could have brought home some presents. No one gets a promotion.
Work, Commander. Our soldiers
Central
have to be feeling good
Bradford
after
says
a
that
mission
it's
like
impressive,
that.
but I'm inclined to disagree. But at least we get the International Service Cross. Okay, I think we get that by having a different country people. Get some new facilities there. I'm gonna check them out later probably. But first let's deal with this medal here. Let's see. What powers do we want? +2 aim per continent bonus. Well, we're gonna probably lose a lot of countries playing on Classic, and since I suck at base managing, so +2 will per different nationality in the squad will be better, because at least we'll get that bonus right away. And having renamed this medal the Viking Glory brand, you can only imagine where it's going. So let's award it to someone who recklessly destroys private property in order to gain glory on the battlefield. Seth Viking, wear it with pride. I salute you from now until we meet in Valhalla. Yeah, you're so sexy. Saluting and all that. Here's a picture of Sweden. I will see you next time. Thank you for watching.